Welcome, Pirate Council, my devious scoundrels. May our tall tales please you. When last we left our heroes, crystalline void hums with chaotic energy. Its fractured expanse bathed in shimmering light and dreadful shadow. The air here is heavy, dense with raw, unfiltered magic that seems to pulse with each breath you take. The towering form of K'thraxx the Shardborn looms above you, its jagged crystal body refracting eerie, shifting light across the battlefield. It is a creature of alien malice, a monstrosity birthed from the farthest reaches of the far realm. Its countless crystalline eyes blink randomly across its ever-shifting form, catching your gaze for fleeting moments before darting away. From its back, translucent crystal tentacles writhe and twist, unnaturally wrapping the air around them and their unstable, with their unstable otherworldly presence. Suddenly, 3 of its larger crystalline eyes detach from its jagged body. They drift into the air, floating in an orbit around the creature, their surfaces glowing with ominous energy. One of these eyes has gone dark, however, a testament perhaps to the progress you've made, but the others still gleam with deadly potential. Across the battlefield, chaos reigns. Killian, your attention is split. You stand near Lady Zordana Adula, whose hands are beginning to glow with radiant light. Can you describe Killian for us? What do we see if we've never seen Killian before? Paint us a word picture.
Oh, well, if you had seen Killian before, you would know him as a quite tanned-looking, human-esque skin-looking tiefling. But now, after spending a bit of time in the Hells recently, it was quite a long time to Killian. Everyone else seems to think he was only gone for a day or two. He's not happy about it. He's very bright, a dark red tinge at the moment. Great flowing purple coat, gold filigree and gold tattoos, big old gold horns. He's just, everything's gold. Even if his horns, they're not actually gold. He's painted them, accessorizing, if you will. But yeah, lots of tattoos. He's looking a little bit. He's definitely looked better than he is right now. But yeah, and that billowy purple cloak, or cloak, not cloak, coat, has no sleeves because he's just jacked. He's got to keep. He's welcome to the gun show.
Stupid, sexy Killian.
Yeah, Paulie has Shrimpy. Killian has his arms. We like guns around here. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you're standing on sort of one of the further platforms. Across from you is, away from the kind of the center of things. You and Lady Adula have kind of been thrown here together. Over one side, you see Diana kind of fending off this centipede-esque monstrosity, and over in the center, your companions somewhat being surrounded, though of course supported by your gemstone dragon. And give me an Arcana check real quick before we continue on with these descriptions.
Well,
as I said, your attention is split. It looks like Lady Adula is beginning to cast a spell, but you don't quite know what it is. She yells out to you, or maybe not to you in general, but you can see her hand starting to glow with a golden glow. This is clearly sort of tapping into some of the last of her power, and she seems to be using the remainder of her strength, and I think you definitely think this is some kind of high-ish level spell, perhaps above your normal ken, but with a 12, I think you're not quite exactly sure what it is. You do see she's got the page open, almost like the words flowing off the page, making a symbol in the air. You do catch a good look at it, but it's not something you've seen before, perhaps.
With the 12, would I be able to at least gleam a school of magic?
Ah, excellent. Yeah, that sounds good. Now let me work out what school of magic it is. Evocation.
Evocation magic. Killian's like, oh, I've seen those evocation spells before. He's trying to sound a lot smarter than he is.
Yeah, I think with a 12, then you get evocation, and this is probably the amount of raw power you feel that she's drawing on. This is a 6th level spell.
Okay, slightly above my pay grade.
Sure.
Oh no, I have 6th level spell in my pay grade.
Yeah,
but I've never seen it before.
But yeah, so you get a good look at this her in a book. Perhaps you're a bit distracted by the book itself, trying to memorize the runes, the wording that was kind of shifting and moving on it before comes into focus as she almost like locks the words in place to be able to draw the power out of her spell book. But we will see what that does in just a moment. Haru, you fight shoulder to shoulder with Killian's summoned gem dragon. Together, you press the assault against K'thraxx, each strike resonating like a hymn of defiance in this fragmented realm, with the dragon's shimmering scales seeming to pulse in harmony with the storm of magic around you. Can you describe Karu in this moment for me, please?
Karu is a sea elf, slightly fishy-looking dude. Although he looks a little horrific at the moment because he has transformed into a slightly more scary, more fishier version of himself. His clothes they're like always tattered. He's always showing maybe just a little bit too much skin, a little bit of midriff, definitely some biceps, definitely some lower leg. Yeah, he's kind of got like an anglerfish vibe to him, but also sea elf. Terrible description, I'm sorry, Dan. And he's currently standing amidst 3 significantly larger creatures. One of them is his friend, although at the same time, he's kind of like, I don't, and that is exactly what he is doing in character. He's just, as he's got his little cutlass in his hand going, okay. And he looks back behind to where Paulie and Yama is, and it's just going,
I love that. Well, our attention turns over to Paulie then, who has arcs of lightning crackling across his feathers, leftover boon perhaps from previous exploits of tearing into this far realm. The power courses through you, emboldening those around you with its empowering energy. The far realm may churn and howl, but here in this moment, you are the storm. Can you please describe Paulie?
Paulie is a parrot pirate, so he is like a rainbow macaw, but in humanoid form. Always he's wearing his little pirate hat with a flask of whiskey in there for when he needs to have a little cheeky sip. And a big old pirate coat with epaulets. And then belts for days. Just belts around his chest, like 3 belts around his waist. Just too many belts, really. But those belts do hold some pretty important things to Paulie. One being his weapon of choice, which is Talon. Talon is a rapier that he got very, very early into his career as a pirate. Talon crackles with lightning because it's been touched by a dragon. And then he also has Shrimpy, which is a little sentient pistol shrimp. So literally a shrimp pistol. And it is very cute and very destructive.
Yama, the coral growth sprouting from your skin, shimmer with seaborn magic, enhancing the spell defense of your comrades. You hold your blade with unwavering focus, a sentinel against this nightmarish foe. What does Yama look like?
Yama is a red-skinned elderly hobgoblin. He's got graying hair, but he's coated in a heavy, golden, shiny, ornate Japanese-style armor. He is currently extremely worse for wear, covered in lots of small cuts, acid burns. He's been on the brink of death twice in this battle and brought back up. So he is looking very bedraggled, but as you said, he's standing stoic and strong, unwavering against these adversaries and trying to keep his allies feeling strong. But yeah, that's Yama. He's got his katana in both hands, held in front of him. Power stance.
Excellent. And as victory draws near, danger still stalks your ranks. Diana Cloppington, obviously a companion of you all, but perhaps maybe not as highly ranked on the crew as the rest of our fair heroes. She is being, as I mentioned, sort of hunted and stalked by this centipede-looking creature. Diana is in her centaur-like form, a kind of mottled brown and white horse form that extends, and that mottled skin and fur kind of extends up her body and across her skin, and she's got little kind of like horse ears going on her upper humanoid body, and she is wielding a bow and what looks like to be with a magic quiver of some kind. She's on perhaps one of the unstable platforms, and she's, finding herself somewhat cornered. One of K'thraxx's vile minions with jagged legs and a warped gibbering maw scuttling closer. The air is charged with tension, the battle's outcome still uncertain. Will you carve victory from the chaos, or will the madness of this place claim you all? Let us begin. Now, Karu, you'd normally go first, but to top the round, and K'thraxx, summoning his eyeballs, will use a legendary action.
Son of a bitch.
Also ready.
From the eyes that are kind of circling around him, on Yama, Paulie, and Karu, I'm going to need each of you to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, please. As actually, no, there's only 2 eyes left, so I think it's going to be Karu and Paulie.
Sounds about right.
Paulie, you
saving
get
throw?
a +3 from me.
+3
Hell
from Yama,
yeah.
and you know what? I'll even give you advantage because of Yama's coral aura that's kind of suppressing low-level magics around you.
Good, 'cause I
just
need
for
that.
Polly. That's not for me, right? I'm too far away.
Yeah, that was only 10
Sorry, I
feet.
rolled twice by accident.
Yeah,
Wait, are you
Karu's
17,
decent.
no.
Yes!
Oh my god, I got a natural 20.
Okay, excellent. Well, you feel this kind of sliver in your mind that tries to sort of insert itself, wedge itself in there on these two handsome martial boys. But thanks to the aura, Paulie and Karu, I mean, I think you shrug it off, Karu, because perhaps in this monstrous form, psychic damage, you've kind of dealt with this kind of thing before. This would have had the same kind of impact as one of your brands, actually. You have avoided taking damage every time you do more than one attack. So that effect kind of bounces off the both of you. And you ignore it, and I'm upset, and it's Karu's turn.
Yeah, you were certain with the wisdom save that Paulie would fall for that.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Karu is gonna rummage quickly in his little. He's got like a little bum bag that he swivels around to sit over his butt, and he's gonna. I'm gonna do something that may not actually do anything, but hey, he's gonna grab out a little black bead, and he's gonna look at the big scary Starman, and he's gonna look at the equally annoying
Hulk?
friend of Starman.
Friend of Starman, yep.
Who definitely whacked him a few times earlier on, and he's just gonna lob this little bit. Thank you. Okay. Now, if before I do this, would you say that like a sphere with a 10-foot radius would fully encase this guy?
Sure. 10-foot radius? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to. So he's like, yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's a little black sphere, and he's just gonna like look between the two of them, and then look at the big purple dude, and he's just gonna like boop, over it. And I want to throw this bead of force
Mhm.
over him to land on the other side of him, so that it will only get him.
sure.
You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within a 10-foot radius of where the bead landed must succeed on a DC 15 saving throw.
Can you not hit both of them?
I don't think I can do it without me also getting in the sphere, and there's a problem with that.
Okay.
What kind of saving throw does it need to make?
Dex save.
Oh, dex save. This thing is not great at that.
It's kind of.
Yep.
Oh, that's.
Got a 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, he takes 14 force damage.
Oh yeah.
But then a sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for 1 minute. Any creature that failed the save and is completely within that area is trapped inside the sphere. So he's
Ooh.
stuck in there.
Yeah.
No attack or other effect can pass through the sphere's wall, only breathable air. An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the sphere's wall, moving the sphere up to half the creature's walking speed. But the sphere can also be picked up, and its magic causes it to only weigh 1 pound, regardless of what's inside it. So I'm going to do that, and now he's in the sphere. Can I argue for an additional move to kick it away
Sure.
from
Yeah.
us?
That could be one of your attack actions to kind of lob that bead. Sure.
Yeah, I kind of just want to go. I just want to throw it away from us.
Jesus.
That's hilarious.
I think no roll required. If it only weighs 1 pound,
Yeah.
I think it goes flying, right? And
Amazing.
he's kind of stuck in it, and so he's just kind of flung off into the void, and just slowly starts falling down
This is rolling
like
away.
a hamster in a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Katsu's like, Katsu? Sorry, Karu's like, 1 down.
Good job.
And then he turns to the big star thing, and he's just like, wish I had another one of them. And I
We've
think,
lost both Katie and Dan.
oh shit,
I'm back.
Yeah,
am I?
I can't get back into the video ninja,
No.
but I'm still here.
That's right. We'll continue. Love that, Karu. So you have Spartan kicked hamster ball off this thing, and it just continues floating. And I'm thinking this thing is it's rolling around in it like as if it's in a washing machine.
Yeah. I like to think it's not going to have much luck kind of getting itself back to us because it's just kind of flying.
And I think a minute is a long time for it to keep traveling. And the gravity's all weird in this place, so it seems to be, from your point of view, it's maybe like spiraling strangely, but it's just gone out past any discernible land or structure. So even if this thing fails, it'll just fall endlessly.
Good job.
Amazing. Cool. I'm glad that worked. Thank you for rolling a 2. That's all. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to hang here. Diana, I think, is going to... She's not keen on this guy in front of her at all. How far away is Killian? Okay, she's going to use... Can she use her action to disengage and then her movement?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so she's going to do that. She's going to use her action to disengage, and then she's going to book it over to where Killian and Adula is, because she can see them.
Yep. Can you give me a dex save for her? Or an acrobatics check? She kind of makes that leap and jump.
Is that a... Wait, which one?
Do it.
Save or...
Dex save will
or-
work, yeah.
Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, I just realized I was rolling her saves wrong because I was looking at the wrong stat.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I think she's got a +5.
Yes, she had 12.
12. I need to look at my own notes. Is that enough to avoid nonsense? It is not. So I'm just going to make a con saving throw as well, please.
No.
Oh,
Oh, was it
again.
close to death?
12 is enough, I think. If she rolls... 18, yeah, she's fine. She takes a couple scratches, but she doesn't seem too perturbed as the clop, 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 as she leaps out into the air, lunging over to where Killian, you, and Lady Adora are, as she lands and wheels around with the bow. But she used her action to disengage.
And that's me done.
Poorly.
Perfect. All right. Well, Paulie will shoot the Artork Star Horror next to Yama with Shrimpy.
Do you get any disadvantages attacking in melee?
Not anymore, no. Because I've got the Gunner trait.
Ah, very
Being
good.
within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on range attack rolls.
I love that for you.
Yes. Alrighty. Roll. Yeah. Just a normal damage, so 22 to hit.
22 will definitely hit.
15 damage.
That definitely bloodies the creature. Did you add your +2 from your lightning?
No, I didn't. So 17 damage.
Okay. Still not enough to kill it, but worth keeping in mind.
Absolutely. And then Paulie is going to go, I reckon you got this, Yama. And then I'm going to run over and try and help kill K'thraxx the Starborn.
All right.
I take obviously the attack
one of these
option
things
for that.
tries
Follow?
to attack you. A 10 to hit, though, I believe will not hit.
No, he is very dodgy, both in moral ways and in acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He is going to try and stab K'thraxx with Talon's Wrath.
Mm.
I'm trying to be descriptive for you.
Thank you.
29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Beautiful. Just barely? Good. I'm going to reroll one of those D6s with my Piercer. My sneak attack. Fucking happy I did that. So that is 42 damage.
Jesus.
All right, that's good.
Oh, wait, when I roll high, I roll high.
Very, very good.
You just choose to roll high all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's what reliable talent's for everything else.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn. I'm just going to give him the finger as well.
Yeah, good. We love that. As you give him the finger, one of those eyes kind of turns, one of those floating eyes turns to look at you. And I need you to, it starts sort of bathing you in this sickly yellow light. I'm going to need you to make a DC 17 intelligence saving throw, please.
I'm really good at those.
Are you still near me? You can
Actually, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm still close to you, aren't I? 20 feet? 15 feet?
no. You got to be
15?
within 5. So.
No, then. Actually, my intelligence saving throw isn't as bad as I thought it was. I say that now, I'm going to roll a fucking 1.
25.
Yeah.
All right. For a moment, you feel compelled to shank Karu, but then you shake it off. That thought was not coming from within the house.
Hey, don't steal my gig. Excuse you.
I like that I'm intelligent, but I'm intelligent but not wise.
Excellent. End of the turn there. The Mangler can use its action to hide. Visible. Well, not invisible. It's hiding. Moving very quietly. This creature with its proboscis Yama and its weird many tentacles is going to try and reach out and hit you. 17 to hit on the first attack.
Nope.
And then I assume a 7 does not hit. And then it tries to use its gooey tongue to snare you Give me a Dex saving throw, please.
All right, here we go. That is a 17.
Okay, so its tongue comes out, its weird proboscis comes out and tries to like oil around you, and it tries to kind of reel you into itself. You can see its many tentacles like opening up, ready to hug you, but you're able to shake it off easily and avoid the constricting nature of it. And it is your turn.
Amazing. So I don't have the map up because everything has failed me except for D&D Beyond, but I will do my best. Is there anything within katana range?
So this thing that just attacked you is within katana range, and then nearby is one of those, weird grue things. It is screamy things, and it is shrieking actually, which I forgot to factor in. Everyone's attacks is at disadvantage on anything but it while it sits there shrieking.
Okay, I might go and attack that first then, even if that takes an attack of opportunity.
No, you're not too far away, so that's fine. You can get in there and get both of them within range now.
Okay, beauty. I will attack the screaming one. Let me swing my katana. Ooh, that's a natural 18 for a 25.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is 9 damage.
And that's factoring in all your radiant smite.
And the +2 for me as well, because you're still within my range.
The +2, so that's
plus
9.
+2 to attack, and then +2 damage.
Honestly, I'm really not sure everything's gonna fall apart.
That's all right. Well, you definitely hit. You've definitely done damage. Would you like to attack again? It is still there. It's still shrieking.
Oh, I would love to attack again, but now my D&D Beyond is gone. Could someone roll a d20 for me? I have a +7 to hit.
No roll on your character sheet?
My character sheet's not up anymore. Nothing is up.
Roll d20 +7.
Yeah,
+7. 21!
21
Hey,
will
thank
definitely
you.
hit.
And my character sheet is back. So that is, oh, nice, 16 damage.
16. How do you want to do this?
Oh, nice. Slash. Very quick and efficient.
Excellent. So you've torn off the proboscis, you've run in close to this shrieking thing, and just slash, golden light following along the edge of your katana, and this thing just goes silent, and there's this kind of like almost like humming, ringing of vibrating crystal as it falls apart in front of you.
Awesome. Love that. That's it for me.
Cool. It is K'thraxx the Shardborn's turn. What's he gonna do? What's he got up his sleeve?
He's going to show us a card trick.
It is I, Cormac the Magus.
He better make it a good one, alright? Because I've just seen an amazing show from pretty much the most impressive magician I've ever seen.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I will never
How
forget
could you-
Cormac.
How could you forget? Such magic.
I'm so sorry.
Let's roll a d3 here just to see who he acts. It's gonna be Paulie.
Oh, okay, look, okay, Cormac's alright. Okay, like...
17 to hit Paulie.
No! Get fucked!
Alright, you do not take 31 damage.
Thank God.
Oh.
And for his second action, one of the eye beams that's kind of floating around begins to release sort of these greenish toxic vapors that start spreading out around him in a 10 feet of the point.
Is it a third spell or lower?
Yeah, is it a spell?
It says eye psionics, but I will count as a spell for the purpose of this. So, Kara, if you would like to take an attack of opportunity, you may. And anyone within Yama's choral stuff, I'll give advantage on this. It is a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Am I still within? range?
It's
think I
10
was.
feet.
20 feet, did you say?
10 feet? Let me double
No.
check.
The
I'm
10
out.
feet radius.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah, you
from me.
are
I'm
out.
out.
Yeah. I'm in.
It's
The
10
dragon is in
What?
though. If you, Killian, if you will need a con saving throw from the gem dragon. please.
Con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I,
yes, it
I
is 10
With
foot.
advantage for Karu and the gem dragon.
Constitution save. Okay.
So that's a
I did
4. Why is it double
did-
rolling everything?
hit him as well.
Okay.
I got an 18 con save. So I did hit him. I hit him with on a 26. I'm
Yes.
assuming. And he took 17 slashing damage.
Nice.
Oh fuck! And 2 fire damage.
Did that include all the poorly book buff?
No, whatever Paulie's thing is, add that. as
Paulie's
well.
giving you a +2
Two.
currently.
Is it +2 to damage?
Yeah, and attack.
Oh, wait, no, I think I wrote that. No, I think I've got that.
Oh yeah, you added that in, I think, manually, didn't you?
I actually added it in manually. Yeah, or automatically, whatever.
Killian, how'd your gem dragon go?
13.
13 is not going to cut it. Oh, he got, what's Yama's bonus from the aura on saving
Plus-
throws?
+3?
So 16.
Ooh, just not enough, I'm afraid. I'm looking for a 17
Damn.
or higher. So the gem dragon, I mean, it may not matter. It's poisoned. Karu, you shake this off and you're fine. Paulie, you are also poisoned for 1 minute, and you can save at the end of each turn.
Yeah, gem dragon can't be poisoned.
Well, there you go. It breathes in that gas.
That vape cloud.
Yeah.
Huge.
Dank.
That is K'thraxx's turn. Now it is Adula. She's going to say, she's going to yell, "Tell your friends to get down," as she's sort of charging up this magic.
Killian yells, "Get down!"
And I'm going to see if she can find the angle here of what she wants to do.
Mate, are we gonna get owied?
We may get our week, yes, Captain.
Not a lot of great angles here.
I can take it.
Did she get there?
Could I have her turn go on the same as mine?
Just think
Yeah,
of the,
sure.
think
Yeah,
of
if you
the-
wanna help her, you can see that she's readying a spell, but she looks like
Yeah.
she's trying to find an angle. She's calculating the angles,
Hmm.
and she's not happy with the current angle.
I'm
think of
going to yell down, and my dragon is going to just wave its wing to try and essentially push Paulie and Karu to the ground, just like an airburst down, like duck.
Yeah.
As the spell goes off, and then as she fires her spell, I am going to also. What do I have? 3rd level, 100 feet. Do I have a? Yeah, I have a straight line that I can fire through, as well. This all hinges on Karu ducking.
So I guess,
feel like
Karu,
I
do you
need to
allow
make a
yourself to kind
roll.
of get pushed out of the way by the dragon wing?
I don't think I do. I think this all happens very quickly, and there's a gas cloud. I feel like I might be like, what? Can I do a roll, like a dex or something like that?
Sure. Yeah.
See if I realize quickly. enough what's
Can I
going on.
roll the dragon? I'll give up the dragon's attack.
Yeah. Do you want? Well,
To do a strength to see how much pressure I can force down.
if you're happy with that, Katie, in
Yeah.
terms of athletics for the dragon versus your dexterity to kind of shove you into safety. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think Kara, a lot has happened in 6 seconds, so I don't think Kara would hear a distant get down and be like, what?
Me?
Yeah,
Is that joke of duck? Where? It's that.
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially, what the dragon's going to do is skirt to the side a little bit and try to push Yama and Karu down or over,
Out of
just
the
a
way, kinda.
little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
And that's giving up the turn for the dragon. So that's a 1d20 plus 4. So that's a 16 strength.
Yeah. So if you're happy with it, Katie.
What's the plus that Yama gives to saves?
Yeah,
It's a 3, isn't it?
That's a 3.
so it's
Yeah,
even
plus
contest.
3.
Katie, I'll let you. It's a knife edge there. I mean, like, where do you want to come down on?
Don't know. I'm here for the drama. Is the problem?
I mean,
Wonderful.
can I
Well,
point out? Can I get a more of a bonus because I'm giving up 3 attacks?
Oh, do you want to roll 2 more times, see if you can beat it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Kara, on the second attack, you're shoved out of the way.
And I'll do one more just for good measure.
I don't want my character to die. I'm just
Yeah, I don't want to obliterate you. And this is also trying to move Yama as well, like just over 1 to like here, just to open up just a straight line straight through.
Yeah.
For a direct hit.
Lady
For the
Adula did have to
record,
kind of
Yama
leap
is
off the
allowing
edge
it.
here to make this happen.
Yep.
So she's going to take a little bit of damage. As
Yama's
she does
allowing it, you
this.
said?
Yeah, Yama is allowing it.
All right, and then at the
Not
same
like
time
Charu.
as her attack, Killian will loose a lightning bolt
Mhm.
straight through. That is a dex save of 19.
19 dex save. He fails. Or
Yep,
it fails, I should say.
34 lightning damage.
34 lightning damage.
Um,
So as Adula leaps into the air, gold magic starts sort of bellowing through her hands, and out comes a beam of light. Kamehameha wave-esque of light. One of the eyes moves into the way. One of the floating eyeballs kind of moves into the way and takes the brunt of the attack. Killian, now that you've seen the attack in action, you're pretty sure it was the spell you know of as Moonbeam. Oh, sorry, Sunbeam.
Mhm.
And that eye kind of took the brunt of it to not blind K'thraxx. But on a meta level, I will tell you that two of 3 of his legendary resistances have now been eaten up.
Would I be able to, since I went on the same, as she looses hers, I've loosed mine.
Yes.
Would I be able to shift, instead of giving 34 damage, shatter that eye, like hit the eye as it moves in? Because I was aiming for the same point as her.
Ooh, yeah.
And I feel like a
Like
lightning bolt's going to be faster than a moonbeam.
Sure.
So I
Cool.
shattered the eye and hers goes through.
So if you want to sacrifice, I guess, half your damage,
Yep.
and let hers go through, yeah, I love that. So what's half? So I already took the 34 off, so we give him 16 back.
Yeah. 17 back. Yeah, 17 back.
You just stay with 16.
I'll give him the 1 hit point.
But because of that, he fails and takes the full brunt of the radiant damage, and is blinded.
Hell yeah,
currently.
good job.
So this beam of sunlight erupts all over it, and you see all the eyes that were kind of blinking and looking around and looking at you all. They all shut, and it's thrashing around blindly now.
And I will also just move to like the edge of the platform here.
Yep. Now it still has
And then-
one eye kind of floating around it, perhaps the one that kind of leaked toxic gas before, but that's still floating around, being somewhat of a threat. We'll deal with that when we come to it. Sorry, where else did you want to move? Killian?
I'll just move myself right to the edge here.
Love that. Excellent. K'thraxx, Killian, and then we've got more Grooves. And this one in particular is going to run up at Lady Adula and start screeching and howling at her and try and bite her. Ooh, that does hit. Can she maintain concentration? Yeah, she's fine. This thing waddles up to her, starts shrieking and kind of biting into her. She's able to maintain concentration. Her hands are still glowing. She seems to be readying kind of another blast of that beam. Top of the round.
I'm gonna swing at the big scary dude, I think. Like, check to see if my hamster ball is still floating off into space. Sick. And I will attack the star dude with my cutlass.
Big
Actually,
Starborn guy, yep. You will have advantage on this attack, thanks to him being blind.
fantastic. I think before I do it, I am going to one blood curse that doesn't stay in my traits. I'm gonna use a bonus action to do a blood curse of the marked on him, which will give me an additional hemocraft die in damage if I hit him.
Yep.
I don't need to take necromantic damage for this because I'm not amplifying it. But you said I had advantage?
Yep, because it's blinded.
Ooh.
And a +2, right?
I've added that in and stuff. 24?
24 hits.
Kill. Ooh, 20 slashing.
Hell
damage.
yeah!
And then
You get
did-
actually it's 22. You get the
Oh,
+2 as well.
22. So 20 slashing damage, 2 lightning, poorly damage, and then 10 fire damage.
Hell yeah!
And then I will hit him again, hopefully.
Do it.
Oh, is it still with advantage?
Yep.
This is blinded. You did say that. My bad. 24 again. 17 slashing damage, and then I just have to double check that that blood curse is only on one attack, or if it's a turn. Apologies. So the blood curse is till the end of my turn, any attack that I hit. So I get to do 2 dice again. So 17 slashing damage, 2 poorly lightning damage, and then 8 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
That was good. That was like, I think Karu needs to be strong so that he can actually do good damage. So that's Karu. Diana is going to she's actually going to shoot an arrow at that Gru that's up in Adula's face.
Yep.
So where's her thingy? +6. Okay.
Go in there because that seems to be an old.
She hits, I'm assuming, with a 24.
Oh yeah.
And she gets 1d8 plus 3. 7 damage.
Okie dokie.
And I think she'll stay where she is. And that's my turn.
Excellent. Just before Paulie starts his turn, K'thraxx is going to use a legendary action to interrupt here. He is blind, but he wiles out blindly and wildly to try and attack.
Got to be a disadvantage, right?
It will be a
Yeah, right.
disadvantage for
Yeah.
sure. So probably trying to lash out at you, Karu, I would assume, seeing as you just sort of attacked him.
Makes sense.
It's 19 to hit with
Oh,
disadvantage.
yes.
Even with a disadvantage, holy crap!
Oh yeah, he's got a +11.
Jesus.
So 19 piercing damage and 13 acid damage.
I'm gonna take all of that.
Are you sure? Because I
Yeah.
need to take half of the piercing damage.
It's fine. So 19 and 13?
Yep.
Yama just like this like glow comes out and like almost funnels away this like damage that was about to hit Karu.
Very cool.
Hell yeah, Yama.
Ooh.
That's why we have a Palladian.
I'm going with that from now on.
The Palladian.
A Palladian. Yeah. Well, that's it. Interrupting the turn. Paulie, you're up next. Now, I believe you are poisoned.
Yes, poisoned.
So you would normally have disadvantage, but the creature is blind. So you would normally have advantage. So they cancel each other out here.
Cool. Is it at the end of my turn? I get to see if I roll out of it. Is that right?
End of your turn.
Cool. Roger. Well, for part of Paulie's round, he's going to just quickly get a quick swig of his hat whiskey, and then use his amulet of the drunkard to heal up a little bit because he's a bit hoit.
Wait.
Sweet, 15 health. That's fucking great. Okay, did that work? Oh no, I didn't. I did it the wrong spot. 1 second, that's right. Anyway, other than that, Paulie is going to then attack with Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Did that? Okay, I can't fucking heal up in Foundry. I don't know how to do it.
You can right click on your guy, and there's a little box with your health. You can type
Yeah, I
up,
did that. It didn't work.
plus whatever. Oh.
I'm going to reroll that d6 for lightning damage. Same, but the +2 damage, so that's 24 to hit.
Yep.
Should check that. And then 38 damage.
Ooh, yeah, nice. So you dive in and strike, lightning kind of crackling around you. You hit K'thraxx with your blade, and you hear like a ting, almost like, you know, like metal hitting a crystal glass filled with water. This sort of like humming harmonics, and he disappears.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Probably not a good thing though.
Probably not a good thing, no.
But he definitely takes the damage.
Good.
You felt it connect. You felt the sort of crack of his shard-like body, but then gone.
That cheeky son of a bitch.
Absolute.
All right. Well, Paulie will move over here, next to Yama. And be very shiny.
Excellent. Dun, 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 dun. What is your passive perception, Killian?
My passive perception is 16.
So I think the mangler, the sort of centipedal creature, centipede, comes out of sort of its, you know, hidden, kind of preternatural hidden state, and is going to try and attack both you and Diana. Is going to use its flurry of claws.
Interesting.
First up, first attack. Four. 23 to hit on Diana.
Yeah, I think she has an armor of 13.
Okay. Yeah, she's not particularly armored. Give me a con saving throw, please.
Yep,
Just in case.
that's fair. Because she rolled a 5. She got a 10 total.
Yeah, so she'll take 1 point of damage from that. Second attack.
Trying to edit that. I can't seem to edit that.
Alright. Oh, I got it. Yep.
Oops, sorry. I don't know why.
An 8 on the second attack will not hit, I assume.
Yep.
On the third attack, a 23.
Yes.
Another con save, please.
Out here killing my girlfriend.
It's a DC 13.
Oh, she got a nat 1, so she got a 6. Yep. I just saw you make the change from her 2 to 1. It's like, yep.
Yep. Fourth attack.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
9, I assume will not hit.
That does not hit.
Ew.
Fifth attack. 13 to hit.
Meets beats.
Was he not going to attack me too?
He was, but I was hoping he had 6 attacks. I really think I would down her and then get to you, but she was being slightly more resilient than I'd hoped.
She succeeded. She got an 18.
Okay. Well, all right. Last one's going to come on you, Killian, because you just opened up the can of
Oh, he's
can of
coming
millipede
on
here. 19 to hit.
Yep.
1, 8 plus 4 plus 6. You're going to take 12 damage.
Okay, I will take that 12 damage.
And it's a mixture of like slashing and psychic, if that makes a difference.
Nah, not really. Do I have a reaction?
I don't know, do you?
I'm just checking. I mean, the only reaction I have is to zap away. No, I'll just stand here. It's okay. I'll hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Just hanging out.
Alrighty. Star Horror is going to shoot. So it's going to get its little tongue out and start shooting these little almost like radioactive pellets at you, Haru. But I think a 4 and dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
6 bludgeoning damage. Oh no, sorry, radiant damage.
Damn it.
Radiant.
Radiant damage. And then I'm going to need you to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw, please. As its tongue lashes out at you across the canyon, across the gap.
Ooh.
Natural 20. I'm fine.
Easily duck out of the way. It is not going to be able to pull you off into the abyss.
That's good.
Very
It's
useful.
great.
Yeah, I'm happy with that result. Personally.
You don't want to get pulled off into the abyss?
Don't want to get pulled?
Not just yet. No.
Not just yet. The one next
Maybe
to you,
someday.
Paulie, tries to attack you twice. Fails both times. You're just too quick. Ducking around.
Best as fuck, boy.
Getting away from it.
Mhm.
Armor.
Yama is going to touch himself
Ooh.
and drop
When
and
I
drop
think
55.
about you, I touch
What
myself.
myself?
So that's
all
what he's
happening
singing
here.
under his breath as he drops 55 hit points of healing into himself.
Amazing.
He shines with a radiant light.
Shines bright like a diamond.
55. And that's my turn.
All right. You hear this kind of like I have seen worlds form and die. You have taken away this avatar's sight for just a moment, but your madness I have already seen in the stars. I will escape this place and go far from here, claiming the material plane. Nothing you can do can stop it. And K'thraxx sort of appears out of the sort of shimmer of reality. He seemed to have been doing something very similar to what Killian can do with his magic. I was gonna say magic wand. No, it's a staff.
It's a wand.
It's a wand.
It's definitely a staff. But
definitely a
Killian
staff.
thinks it's a wand.
Yeah.
There'd be a wand to K'thraxx.
What's he gonna do here? Psychic orb. Who's being annoying? I think Paulie's being annoying. First one of
Paulie's
Paulie
never annoying.
with disadvantage. 25 to hit.
Look, I'll have to just quickly check my armor
Let's check.
class.
Check.
I think 25 hits.
16 psychic damage.
Owie.
One will go.
Can I mentally uncanny dodge that?
Interesting. It is an attack. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
One is going to be leveled at Lady Adula and is going to hit her for 19. She is definitely bloodied. And then one of them is going to come after Diana. 17 to hit for 23 damage.
What are you doing? Con save?
Con save, please. I'm looking for a 12. Ooh, yeah, 12.
Okay. Nope.
And it goes down.
Oh no.
Yep.
Killian, you're standing there, taking the attention of this centipede. Diana's kind of standing there, breathing heavily. You can just see her mind is kind of racked with some sort of purple ball that kind of floated through the air at her, and she collapses to the ground.
Killian thinks to himself, I should probably do something about that. But will he? Find out later.
How long is this? Until your next turn. Yeah, so he's blind until it is Lady Adula's turn, which is now. K'thraxx is no longer blind, but Adula is dealing with her own nonsense at the moment. Yeah, I think she's going to level another sunbeam at K'thraxx. So her hands glow. She kind of looks past the creature that's at her. Big beam of radiant energy flies over at K'thraxx. And in fact, I think she'll probably be able to hit both of them. K'thraxx, though, the last of his 3 eyeballs moves in to intercept and is vaporized. And this thing... Yeah, gets melted in the process. Cool. Killian.
Killian is... Oh, there's a thing right in front of him. So... do I have anything that's touch? I don't. Okay. Well, Killian is just going to, with his wand, is going to no, he's not going to do it. Killian is going to be very, very, very crafty here. And he's going to create bonfire.
Aha.
At this thing's feet.
Yeah. What does it have to do?
Dex save, DC 19.
It rolled a 6.
Yep, that is 19 fire damage.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. 19 fire damage, yep. That certainly bloodies the creature.
And he's just gonna look at it and like give it a look of like, you really want to stay here? That's it. He'll also skirt around closer to Diana without leaving attack range, and that's it.
Alright. Karu, what is Karu's reaction to... Does he clock this across the battlefield?
According to my field of vision, no. He does not see it. It's fucking Chirk all over again.
Killian will also yell out, Diana's down!
Oh, actually, sorry, that reminds me. Killian, what's your dragon doing?
Oh, yeah. My dragon.
Sorry, Katie, to just undo that.
Oh,
Sorry about that. Dragon, how much movement does he have? He has 60 feet flying. Cool.
Yep.
Do I have enough room to make it over to this? I absolutely do. Dragon's just going to fly over here into the middle of this space.
Yep.
And then he's going to attack. So, Rend is 1d20 plus 11 to hit. D20 plus 11 to hit. That's the first one. 18 to hit.
18 will definitely hit.
All right. We'll just roll the damage on that one first. Rend is 1d6 plus 9. 12 damage.
12 damage. Oh, good. That's the first attack.
Yeah. Second attack. 23 to hit.
Yep.
1d6 plus 9 again. 13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
The dragon's just going to smack him straight off the cliff.
So you light a bonfire under it, sidle away a little bit so he's looking at you and not the dragon silhouette behind him.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining Killian kind of doing that thing where he's looking over the person's shoulder, just sort of like...
Just like... so,
yeah. Now, I will... Can you just roll a dex save for your dragon for me? Just 'cause it might take a little bit of shard damage as it flies around.
20 plus 2. Roll 1d20 plus 2. Dex save. Oh, yeah, that's 4.
Okay. 4 damage. Not too bad. Sorry to interrupt you, Katie. Back to you. Top of the round. A dragon just flew right past you as you were about to do whatever you were about to do. And just like, whoa!
So I think if Karu hears... Karu's like solely focused on K'thraxx and where he's reappeared. But if he hears... When he hears like Killian saying Diana's down, in his head he hears the same sentence but in Elvish with a different name, and he sort of like shakes, and for a moment he's not staring at the sort of like void abyss, he's actually staring at the abyss of underwater, and he for a moment doesn't see the friends he has now, he sees friends he had a long time ago. And he kind of gets drawn back into a memory for a split second, and then he sort of just shakes himself out of it, blinks, and then he will take off to where K'thraxx is. And as he's making his way over, there we go. I'll roll a dex save in a bit. As he makes his way over, you can sort of see he's like, with his sort of free hand, he's kind of like twisting his fingers and he's saying something in Elvish. And you don't really get. And what I'm doing is this costs no action, which is kind of cool. So there's no, in the action economy, it's fine. He's going to, as he's doing it, on K'thraxx's like body, this like sort of bright red symbol starts to sear into its like flesh or whatever equivalent it has. And I'm doing a brand of castigation on K'thraxx, which won't really do a lot, but if he disappears again, I'll know where he goes.
Yeah.
Basically, it is if you hit a creature, if you damage a creature with a weapon that has an active right, you can brand it. You will always know the direction that the branded creature is to you as long as it's on the same plane as you, and then each time the branded creature deals damage to you or another creature you see within 5 feet, I doubt he takes psychic damage, but he would take 3 psychic damage.
Sure.
I think this is just Karu being angry.
Yeah.
And it costs
like
no
you
action.
will not get away, kind of.
Yeah, and I think he actually is a bit terrifying in this moment, but he doesn't look to where Diana was. Like he just runs straight towards K'thraxx. And I'm going to stab him, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, I won't. It's a nat 1. That says a lot. I will try again with my second attack. It's a 24, because I've got that +2 for Paulie added into my stuff, but I'm not near Paulie.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, 24 will hit, though.
So he's 17 slashing damage, not 19. And then... Oh, wait, no. No, it's 19 slashing damage, sorry. And then 8 fire damage.
Okay, yep.
And that's
He's definitely not
Hit.
looking good after all of that. Obviously, yeah, your hits before Paulie's kind of big sneak attack, and now you've kind of branded him the red light glowing over its form. You can see him sort of shifting and parts of him disappearing, but that brand stays rock steady in reality.
Amazing. I believe my coat do something. I think my coat can do something. Oh, I don't think this will do anything. But one of the things I can do with my coat is I can expend a charge to deal 1d10 necrotic damage if I hit a target that's lost some of its hit points.
Sure.
So why
Okay.
not? Fucking everything. I'm reading.
Absolutely.
I'm reading
everything in the
all my-
kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the coat that Killian gave you? Or the new
Uh,
one that you found that you were also wearing at the same time?
I'm wearing like 3
Yeah, I
coats.
think we found it.
I
Karu
actually need
is,
to draw
instead of being
this.
3 goblins in a coat, Karu is 3 coats
Three
on an
coats.
Yeah. No, I'm literally wearing 3 coats, but like 2 of them are sleeveless. One's a cape, one's a coat, one's sleeveless. So it's like works. 6 necrotic damage if it hurts him at all.
Yeah. Question. Yeah, he's. Oh wait, resistant. But
Yeah. He takes 3.
cool. You sort of charge in. Is there any kind of like yelling or anything like that after that kind of vision Karu has had, or is it just like silent determination?
Silent. I'd say that there's a shift in him. Like it's like he doesn't, because he's a bit of a goofball. He's not right now. He almost seems like he's not even here. Like it's like he's dissociated almost.
Yeah. In response to that, as you sort of start pummeling at him, K'thraxx is just kind of like laughing. You can see that you're breaking pieces off of him. He's getting towards kind of the end of his days here. But as you hit him, he's going to use. He turns to look at you, and you are confronted again with those images of that ocean mission that went wrong. You're not in the void anymore. You're out in the open sea. You're watching people be flung into the water off the ship, the burning of the ship in the distance as it explodes. The members of your team, unable to find them. The heat on your face is secondary to the absolute chill that goes down your spine. I'm going to need a DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
Don't go crazy on us.
Nope.
Oh, it was almost a 19.
Roll again.
So-
Roll
so
again.
close.
Nami's watching.
No, she's actually not. She's like, nah, die. Oh,
You're going to take 18 psychic damage, and you are frightened for 1 minute.
well, he takes 3
1
psychic.
minute.
He takes 3 psychic damage because he hit me.
Sure. He'll take
Yeah,
one of
he
those
can.
because he is resistant to psychic, as you can imagine.
Well, meh. Okay, I'm frightened. That's sick. I love that for me.
For a minute. Oh.
Wow.
Now, for everyone else who doesn't know, who doesn't play in Renaris' campaign, frightened is you cannot willingly move closer to the creature, and every attack while see the creature is at disadvantage. I believe that's the thing.
Yep.
Actually, I could be getting them mixed up. Anyway,
No, you're good.
that is Karu's turn, and that was K'thraxx's reaction as a. I think we go to Paulie's turn. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm going to roll a death saving throw for Diana.
Oh, she gets death saving throws? Crazy.
Well, she's important enough. She's a named character, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, she wasn't disintegrated like a Gripply that we know.
True.
Right.
I've got to hop after my turn too. I've
Yep.
got to go. I've got to get ready for work.
What's your turn, Paulie?
Beautiful. All right, Paulie is going to go. Yeah, where the fuck do you think you're going, huh? And he's gonna just like aim Shrimpy down, down the sights and pop this bad boy in his vision and shoot him. That come through? No. That will. Damn it.
9 is not enough, I'm afraid.
That's all right. I'm gonna go fly towards him anyway.
Yeah.
Be next to my buddy. And attack with Talon.
Hmm.
20 to hit.
30-20 will hit.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna re-roll one of those d6s. Same exact thing. 32 damage.
K'thraxx is definitely not looking good. He doesn't love that.
Oh, hey, attack of opportunity on me as well.
Oh, from this thing? Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I don't want to be a prick about that.
That's all right. 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
All good. All right. Now I must love you all and leave you. I'm sorry.
All right. See you, Timmy.
Have
Bye,
fun
guys.
at work.
Yeah, Chip.
Bye.
Bye.
K'thraxx is going to burn a legendary action here.
I'm gonna roll. I forgot to do my dex save for moving.
Oh, for
so I
jumping?
might-
Yeah.
I'll just do that now quickly. I got a 16.
Oh, you're fine then. Lost all his eyeballs. So I think he's just going to get a big chomp on Paulie. But that'll miss. All right. Star Horror. Yama,
Really?
can you give me a dex saving throw, please?
Uh-huh. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, natural 4 for a 7. How's that?
It's not great. You are grappled and
Okay.
pulled 25 feet off the edge.
Yikes.
How are your wings doing?
I still have wings. So I had an hour on the wings, so I
Right.
think they should last the combat.
Yeah. This thing sort of starts reeling you in, trying to hit you with these kind of radiant pellets it's spitting at you, and it's trying to just kind of wrap itself around you to sort of stop you from flying. But at the moment, it's just pulled you in with the tongue, but it doesn't have the ability just yet. It looks like it's about to next turn, if you don't break out of this thing, wrap itself around you, smother your wings, and drag you into the abyss.
So this is probably a great time to tell you guys that I actually didn't have any of my healing pool when I opened the thing. So all my 55 points of healing were not there. I think I used them on the husband, Elias, his name was.
Your lay on hands.
No, my yes, my lay on hand. All gone.
Oh boy.
So Yama's looking really worse for wear at the moment.
Yeah.
Despite it's gone so long, I may have actually even used it on myself previously or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Lady Adula is kind of dodging around, trying to avoid the pellets kind of being shot at her. Yama, it is your turn.
Could we say that I drank a healing potion last turn instead of wasting my turn on a healing pool that I didn't have?
Sure.
Otherwise, can I like strength check to get out of this?
It's just kind of stuck to you, I guess. Like you can kind of float around. You're not really being impeded in any way. The real toughness will come like on its turn if it tries to grapple you.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of just move around.
Oh, okay, easy. Then I will, I guess, swing and hit. So for the record, that was 10 points of healing. Alright. Katana of the way. That is a yikes, 13 to hit.
13 does not hit this thing, just barely.
Okay. Second attack. Oh, there we go. 14.
14 will hit.
Awesome, nice. I might put some radiant damage into this, so that is 10 base damage, and we'll pop a level 2 spell into this. So that's 22 total damage.
Makes you total, okay. Does not quite bloody the creature, but it's not looking great.
Mm-hmm. Yikes, that's not ideal. I think I might stay there rather than risk the AO.
Did you want to move to be feet above solid ground kind of thing?
Yeah, honestly, he might, I guess. Fear of flying and all that. Fear of being aloft.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just duck over that way. Thank you.
K'thraxx's turn. Really want to kill Paulie while he's not here. It's gonna have to happen. We're gonna do 2 bites, one on Paulie, one on Karu. First attack on Paulie, 19 hit, I assume. For 30 damage.
Uncanny dodge.
And I'll assume he'll uncanny dodge, so he'll take 15. Karu on you, 29 to hit. For 28 damage. 22 of that is piercing.
Okay, 28 damage. Cool.
You take, I guess you take 11 piercing after resistance and 6 acid.
Yes. Yes. Oof.
Killian, because you and Lady Adula kind of swapped turns before, I'll let you go first here.
Okay. So Killian is now looking at this big motherfucker that's attacking all of his friends. And he's trying to think, what can I do? What can I do? How can I get over there? How can I help? And can I make the dragon go first?
Yeah. You can kind of whichever one.
Fantastic. All right. So the dragon is gonna Killian will be like, up.
Uppies.
And the dragon is going to swoop on by, grab Killian, and essentially transport Killian over to here.
Is it one of those like where the dragon swoops low, Killian just jumps off the edge out of frame?
Yeah.
And then appears
just
back in frame? Yeah.
Yeah. And off he comes. So Killian and the dragon are now here. It's the dragon's. Would I be able to say that's movement, or do I give up my attack for that? Of my dragon.
I think it's just movement for the dragon. It's sort of like a coordinated movement, right?
Yeah.
There's probably maybe you give it your bonus action, I'll say, for kind of mounting mid-air, but it's very cool, so we let it ride, you know.
Rule of cool.
Until we have some sort of actual mounted combat rules and we have to deal with it regularly, I don't care right now.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, so the dragon will go first. Just gonna get down. So, all right. So it was 1d20 plus 11 per rend, wasn't it? Yes. So the dragon's gonna attack twice with rend on this guy.
Yep.
So that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And a 17 to hit.
How do you want to do this?
Oh no, it's not damage. That's another hit.
Oh, how much damage is it then?
Yeah, I'm doing the damage second. 1d6 plus 9. The first attack, 12.
Can you do less than 2 damage?
No.
No, absolutely not. But at the same time as this goes off, I want Killian to, like, while the dragon is dropping him, he's like building up. He doesn't have any spells left.
Yeah.
So he's building up the strongest cantrip he possibly can. And he's going to, as the dragon slashes, I like to think that K'thraxx is like thrown a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like he reels back, and Killian, as he's falling back down, is going to throw a firebolt to hit.
You just tell me
17.
Just tell me how it looks, baby.
Yeah, firebolt straight through. Like it's got that center eye, straight through it.
So as
just shattering
Killian comes
K'thraxx.
swooping in on the dragon claws, the gem dragon claws, gem on gem, scrape into each other. And as you fly by, Killian, you're able to kind of hold your hands out or your wand out to just fire a firebolt into that central eye. And as the blow kind of strikes K'thraxx, the entire realm seems to hold its breath. The creature's towering form quivers, its crystalline structure fracturing like a frozen pond beneath the weight of inevitability. Cracks spiderweb across its jagged body, glowing with an otherworldly light that pulses faster and faster, as though the entity itself is panicking. Haru, you kind of shake your eyes for a moment. That fear is gone. That, intrusion in your mind, I guess you're kind of left with a moment similar to how perhaps you've been left in the past when you've been harmed or activated. And you come back to yourself. You were never fully gone like before, but that scene is gone in your mind. The crystalline eyes, kind of all over its body, begin to shatter one by one with a piercing glassy screech. Their shards evaporating into streams of prismatic light. The translucent tentacles writhing from K'thraxx's back lash out wildly in their death throes, rending the void around them and leaving behind streaks of shimmering distortion in the air. Then, with an ear-splitting crack, like the collision of two mountains, K'thraxx collapses inward, its form crumbling into a cascade of radiant shards. Each piece dissolves into motes of light that swirl upwards in a spiral, pulled into an unseen force above. The sound of breaking crystal echoes, reverberating through the infinite expanse of the far realm, as if the very fabric of this dimension mourns its defeat. As the last kind of remnants, so they fold in on each other like something in kind of fourth dimensional space, a faint hum begins to grow, emanating from a space where the monstrosity once stood, and all that is left is a single shard that just thunks into the earth, its edge sharp and glimmering with a faint, eerie luminescence. Pulsing with perhaps some kind of residual energy, a fragment of K'thraxx's essence, radiating power and danger in equal measure. The oppressive, chaotic energy of the far realm begins to shift, the tides of magic retreating slightly, leaving a fragile calm. But the momentary peace is far from reassuring. I guess we'll go around kind of what is everyone doing as this happens. I think this is definitely a kind of Phantom Menace kind of moment with the obliteration of K'thraxx. The creatures it had summoned begin to do the same, forming in on themselves, folding like a hypercube and exploding.
Killian is just reeling. Deep breaths. Looking over to Diana, trying to get back quickly.
Well, Kara, do you want to give me a... Actually, I guess I'll do a death saving throw, since I do those.
Mhm.
Okay.
Killian is... We're not in...
No longer kind of in combat, but obviously things are happening quickly, so...
Yeah, can I
don't try and do
fly
too
straight...
much, I guess, you know what I mean?
Can I try and fly straight back over to her and just drop a potion in her mouth?
Absolutely, yeah. What are you dropping?
Just a... Where is it? Please tell me I have a healing potion. I should have one.
Where's the quartermaster out of potions?
Oh, no, we're good. I have I'm going to use a greater healing potion.
Excellent. How many dice is that? 4d4? Okay, so I'm going to say
4d4, 12.
that puts her up to 4. Or like 4.
Yep.
12 points.
Cool. That's all I can. Yeah, get her back on her feet at least.
In that moment, Karu, as like Killian kind of looks over, do you fly back on the dragon, or do you like disembark from the dragon to fly back over there?
Oh, I just fly back over on my own.
Okay. Karu, you notice this as it happens. What is kind of Karu's response as Killian kind of rushes over there? This is all kind of happening at the same time. We slow down a bit, but Killian seems to be flying over there, pulling a potion out of his satchel.
And I think Karu stays where he is and he just watches. So he watches like Killian rush over, he sees Diana on the ground, and he watches like the potion, and he's not really giving anything away. It's very much just like very vacantly just sort of watching, still in his like werefish form. I would describe it as a little bit unsettling. Like for a guy like Karu to just be like wordlessly watching that happen.
Yeah.
Killian like looks back to Karu while he's like giving the potion over. Like just to like, what's that boy doing?
He's just like watching.
Hmm.
Kind of like, you know, like a weird kid just sort of watching something happen from a distance. He's just watching.
Yeah.
A
Just
weird
hanging out.
kid.
So as the potion's magic kind of does its work, Diana comes alive. You know, quickly, you know, she's like a horse girl, a centaur on her side lying on the ground. So Killian, you have to kind of step lightly as her giant, strong horse legs like kick alive again. And you know, she's like, and kind of, you know, jumps back up to her feet, or probably slowly makes her way to her feet, and kind of looks around. He's like, did we win?
Yeah, I'd say we did.
Okay. I guess I get all the back rub. I get owed all the back rubs now. There's a lot of back to rub.
I think you're good for now. I think we just need to worry about getting home.
Yeah, Yama, while all this is happening, he's like not engaged anybody. I think previously, like with the fight with the star horror thing, he was maybe like a few feet off the ground, and as soon as it kind of recedes in on itself and disappears, he, you know, his wings almost like relax and flop behind him, and he kind of falls to the ground on his knees. His chest is heaving. He slams a fist into the ground, and he just kind of like is muttering to himself. He does like briefly, you know, check to see that Diana's okay, but seeing, you know, everyone else handle it, he's just absolutely like gets like any outsider would see, he's absolutely like lost in grief. As he just like bloodies his fist on the ground, these stone steps.
Adula, for her part, kind of falls to her knees, letting go the golden magic in her hands as she's just kind of like breathing heavily. And kind of like she keeps kind of like shaking her head, you know, like blinking her eyes a lot, almost like trying to reaffirm that this is reality, that this is, you know, her mind has obviously been assaulted for some time. So she's trying to go like, no, this is real. I am escaping. Like, we're getting out of here. It's over. She kind of whispers hoarsely to herself, and carefully, you know, slowly, gingerly, she'll begin to kind of make her way over to you, Karu, and Paulie, and the shard of K'thraxx that is left behind.
I'm assuming she knows how to get out of here.
Yeah, she says, well, thanks to you lot bringing me my spell book. If you give me a moment or two, we can I can plane shift us out of here.
Yes,
Sounds
get me
good.
the hell out of here. Get us away from this forsaken place.
Yeah, this place is like Killian yells out from afar. This place is kind of cool.
Adula's like sitting down now. Her ball gown, you know, the same ball gown that you saw on whatever was at the gala. Hers is all tattered and sweat stained and ripped, and she's just kind of like leaning back on a crystal that's protruding from one of these platforms. It's like, yeah, this place is great. Okay, you could stay here if you want.
I don't think I'd want to live here. It's cool to visit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Magic place and all that. It's interesting.
Fuck,
All right,
I'm
let's get
never
out of
coming
here.
back
Whatever.
here.
Any other things you want to do here? She starts beginning to sort of like draw the ritual circles, and yeah, after some time, so you're probably here for like another hour or something like that, while she's like readying the spell and organizing the energy to do so, and laying out all the the bits and pieces that need to happen as she is going to pull you out of this realm.
The first thing that
What is
Killian...
this? No, go for it.
Killian wants to just assess the realm that we're in. Can I make an Arcana check to see if it's like going to collapse or something? 21.
So it will probably, this realm, seems to be some kind of like incursion within the diamond itself. Some sort of like, almost like bridge between, the far realm and the material plane. It's almost like a lobby of some kind, a cyst that was created on the edge of the material plane, thanks to the power of the diamond. Now that K'thraxx has been defeated, that is receding, almost like a cyst or a pimple going down. So it will collapse eventually. This place won't keep existing, but you're not in danger of this realm tearing itself apart now.
Would I,
what-
with a 21, be able to ascertain how to keep this realm open?
What kind of experience does Killian have with like planar magic and astral magic kind of stuff?
Not a lot. He just knows that magic requires power, and power make things do things. That's his. He knows how to transform and conform things to his will.
Sure.
Or everything's transmutable somehow. That's his mentality here. If he could transmute the power of this realm to stay open, but like closed off as well at the same time.
So, to what end in terms of like, are you trying to create a place you'll be able to revisit?
Yes.
Yeah. Like
With
through
enough
through
ale,
the necklace. or
maybe
through
they can be inured
gem, I
against the
guess.
horrors below.
Through planar magics eventually.
Sure.
Yeah.
Excellent question. I think Killian has an inkling. I don't think it comes to him right now. Like, there's probably some sort of research he would need to do. Perhaps this could be some sort of downtime activity that he could work towards. You think with the shard of the remaining shard of K'thraxx that is sort of gouging a hole in this place, there is some remnant of power in that shard that potentially you could study and tap into and use for that purpose as like an anchor to kind of keep the door open to this place.
Mm-hmm.
However, that shard is also long and sharp and could be used for other things too.
Yes.
Can I, while Killian is like, I guess, studying and looking into stuff, this part in the middle, there's like crystals and fountains and stuff. Is this all like smashable?
Sure. In terms of just like, is Yama just kind of raging out a little bit, kind of like having a bit of a distraction room?
I think he's absolutely just maybe he's sheathed his sword, but he is like with his fist just smashing into these crystals. You can hear him like roaring with rage. He's gone like full rampage, just absolutely trying to destroy this place.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be like, based on the map, focusing on that
Sure.
that central.
Well, yeah, if you want to
island.
describe the place to me, because the map's not the territory or whatever, but if there's like particular things that Yama, if you want to describe to me what things Yama's like kicking over and smashing, there's certainly, you know, structures or protruding, you know, towers and pillars and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he definitely like he doesn't know too much about magic, and he definitely hasn't taken a moment to stop and think. He's destroying anything that is like engraved or looks like it was carved or juts out at any point, and he's like either kicking it off the edge or tearing it apart or trying to smash into it. But yes, he's very without reason right now.
Yeah, I definitely think there's probably that area where a Lady Adula was being held captive. There's maybe like remnants of.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think the cage is still there because someone teleported her out of the cage, right? Not, yeah. They didn't destroy the cage. The cage itself is certainly vulnerable to you just going ham on it. I love that Killian's sitting there going like, how can I preserve this place? And then like Yama is just in the background just like kicking shit over and breaking shit apart.
Yeah, Killian's like, oh, I want this place to be cool for us.
No, fuck that. He's absolutely going for that cage. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Meanwhile, Kara, are you still kind of 1,000 yards staring, or is it more of a like a intense focus, ignoring everything else, or is it like a looking off in the distance? Like, what is the vibe from Kara? Is this going on?
Well, the first sort of couple of minutes or minute or whatever, he actually like crouches down and closes his eyes and kind of like hides his face because of his bloodlust. So he's basically stopping himself from attacking his friends by being like, "There's no one around me. There's no one around me. There's no one around me."
I
so
think at
it's
that
like
moment you feel like a delicate hand on your shoulder, perhaps. Like not like right at that moment, but like after a few moments of that.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been too many minutes. It would have been like a minute or two. So it's like every round because he wasn't looking great. So yeah, he heals back up, and then the hybrid form like dissipates. But yeah, for that first couple of minutes, he's just hiding his face so that you can't see anybody and he can't attack anybody. And I think he maybe
just the hand on the shoulder. Sun's getting real low.
Yeah. No. I think he like stands up, and I'm assuming it's Diana.
It's like,
you
okay, babe?
He just pulls her into a hug. He doesn't say anything, and it's one of those like hugs where like it's like the arms go around the back of the neck hug and like really pulls her in, and he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And he probably holds her there for long enough for her to be like,
yeah, it's like she's kind of like pulled in, taken aback, like, oh, okay, okay, and then, shh, it's okay, I'm okay, we're okay. Ooh, it's scary, but we're okay.
Yeah, he eventually like takes her out of the hug, and he just kind of like pats her on the head, like, and then he kind of just walks off gingerly. Isn't he? I think he just kind of like maybe kicks around the remnants of K'thraxx or something, but he sort of, he's kind of like and then he just sort of maybe sits next to Paulie wordlessly while Paulie's probably complaining that everything's taking too long.
Paulie's like, man, he didn't leave any pockets behind. I was hoping he had pockets and coins in those pockets. What kind of bullshit is this? What kind of star creature from beyond the pale doesn't have fungible currency?
Shit that we can steal.
Yeah. And a lot of like, when he says steal, like Adula like puts her head up. He's like, I mean, we don't steal from people who invited us into their house. Don't even worry about it. Hey, hide the quiver.
Oh yeah.
So there's a few moments. Eventually Lady Adula's kind of got the magic circle laid out. Yama, what does it look like when you kind of end your destructive rampage? Is it like a, tired, quiet, like done, or is it like you let out a final roar? Like or does someone have to come get you? Like what's the
No, I think he definitely like he winds down, almost like he exhausts himself. It's just like heavy panting, almost like he's looking around like, what else can I destroy? But he's really just so exhausted he couldn't even he does eventually just kind of subdued fly back over to the rest of the party once it's time to leave, and he's kind of had his fill.
The ritual comes together, creates sort of like a big circle. You all hold hands in a big ring with Lady Adula. Even your dragon, I suppose, Killian, if he's still here after...
He's hanging out.
Yeah. So there's probably a cute moment where, you know, the dragon's holding hands with Diana, who's holding hands with Karu, you know. And reality sort of warps and shifts. Karu, you're still wearing the necklace in this space, and when you all appear back in the bathroom, you're still wearing it. And it's incredibly cramped. You're all squashed in together in that bathroom. It's a little bit too intimate, perhaps.
Especially with
Never.
Yama panting so creepily.
Yama, stop making that noise. I don't like it.
And I think you are all like kind of bowled aside as Elias runs in between you all and just kind of swoops up Lady Adula and gives her a bear
Aw.
hug in all the clever imaginations of that word that a werebear can do. And it's just like, oh my god, like, you know, I knew something had gone wrong. Like I thought I'd lost you all. And I thought I'd lost you. And give me your everyone give me a perception check. Anyone who's kind of looking around, anyone who is, you know, attempting to look out.
Man, I don't see shit.
Neither.
Nope.
Yama's too busy panting.
All right, don't even worry about it.
Great, that won't be anything at all.
Sure.
That was our level up going by.
No.
So just for my record keeping, you left the shard behind. No one picked it up.
I feel like
we
I would have
definitely
picked...
took the shot.
Yeah, I would have picked it up. It's magical, and I was trying to figure out how to keep the place open.
Okay. So someone write that down. Whoever has it.
Yep. I'll just add it into my inventory. I'll add it into
Lady Adula, after she's finally able to pry herself away from her partner, Karu, have you kind of reverted back to your regular form in that time, or are you still like crazy monstrous? Doesn't
No,
matter.
I reverted back.
She probably like at some stage I think pulls you in for a hug as well, and it's just like, oh my god, thank you, and kind of goes around to each of you, and is just like, I didn't think I was gonna get out of there at all. Just kind of hugging you each with one arm, and she says, I think the party's over. You know, well, party's over for me. I didn't even get to enjoy it. I didn't even get to be here. And you hear a bit of a commotion outside, and as you all kind of get out there, the magic show has kind of wrapped up. People are, you know, kind of ice skating and doing other things, or at least they were, perhaps until recently. There's people screaming in horror and crying over a pile of snow, like a slender snowman that is in the middle of the backyard of the estate, that is wearing an immaculate ball gown dress.
Yes.
Killian's gonna be like, oh. So Donna, do you mind just humoring me for a moment?
Okay.
Come
Follow
on,
me.
please, no games. Oh my god.
Killian's gonna hold out his coat.
Yeah, she'll follow you, but like she's not. I mean, like Elias is like not letting her go, right? So he's like there, not hidden by your coat, but you know, is holding her hand, like not wanting. You know, like he just lost her, he got her back. He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But
And then I'm gonna walk outside.
Yeah.
With her, we're in the doorway, and I'm gonna yell, "Behold, real magic!" and then flip the coat out of the way.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the cries and screams of, and like the crying of people in mourning that, you know, out of nowhere, the the hostess had just turned into some sort of like snowman simulacrum. She is revealed, bloodied and battered and ripped, ripped clothing, but standing there shakily, kind of behind you, and she kind of pulls herself up to kind of what regal height she can have. Give me a performance check with advantage, Killian.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, a 1 and
Perfect.
a 20.
The people in the Fae in the crowd go wild. This is the craziest shit. Cormac who, right? They're just like, this is real magic. We didn't even detect spells. Oh my god, this is some other, this is insane. And you see Cormac kind of looking over, like he's off in the distance, like a single tear coming down his face, and you just see him pull a rabbit out of his hat, put it on the table, put down his hat, and walks away into the forest.
I'll yell out to
Oh.
him. Cormac, wait.
He stops and he's just like, that was beyond incredible. I could never do such sleight of hand.
I'll be
It was
like, well,
seamless."
if you would like to learn from a true master, I'm not one. I don't know where you can find one. Good luck, bud. And just walks away.
Yeah,
But as I pat him on the back, like Killian like has a magic card. That's like it's Killian's magic details. If Cormac ever learns magic, he can reach out to him.
yeah, but it's like written
Like-
in like a magical script, like you need
Yeah.
to
you need
understand
magic.
Yeah.
He goes, and as he walks away, he goes, "Check your pocket. One day you'll know what to do with it," and just leaves.
Yeah, excellent. Love that. So the rest of the party begins anew. Kind of, all the major events have kind of wrapped up. Lady Adula is not in any great mood to party hard, but she certainly will, hold court for a bit. Kind of, give people the yes, oh yes, it's fine. Oh yeah, taking your lead, Killian. She's telling people it was part of some elaborate trick that that you and Paulie had organized. And then, each of you kind of find yourselves separate at the party as it's kind of winding down in the metaphorical kitchen of the party where you're all kind of loitering around, perhaps not feeling the partying mood as much based on what you've just been through.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Diana, I think, is going to come up to you. Kara, have you still been like quite quiet and quite reserved?
I think so.
I think Diana's going to come up to you and like push like she's holding a little plate of kind of like oysters and caviar and stuff. Like, hungry? Talk about it.
He takes the plate and puts it down and maybe he gets like 2 little plates to like divvy it out so that like they can share the food that she's got. And he's like, maybe we'll talk about it later, but we're okay. I'm glad you're okay.
Too. That was some crazy adventuring. I don't know if I'm. Oof. Look, I'm ready to take your yoga classes a little bit more seriously now.
Yeah, that'll help. Definitely. I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. And she'll kind of just like, I guess, like kind of nuzzle into you or whatever as you guys
Like,
are kind of
he's not being cold. He's just being quiet. Like, I think she would sense that too. Like, he's just it's that
the
thing of,
tentacle
like-
still wraps around her.
yeah. He's definitely not shutting her out. He's not shutting anyone out. He's just like, I don't want to talk about it,
Mhm.
but like, obviously, I'm not okay, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
he's definitely grateful for the food that she got. Maybe at one point he goes and grabs like 2 drinks. Maybe he even grabs like a non-alcoholic like soda pop for Yama because he did see Yama smashing up shit in the background and doing the same thing of the like, we don't have to talk about it, but here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Yama up to then? As Killian is probably getting a lot of people come up to him and praise him for his incredible magic trick, but what's Yama doing now, kind of in the quiet of the party?
Yeah, I think Yama's definitely found himself alone. As Karo comes up to him with the sody pop, he takes it gratefully. He doesn't sip from it, but he uses it maybe to ice his knuckles a bit as he like turns away. He heads towards the summer prince or the representative from the summer Sealy court. And he wants to have a word with him and his knight friend if they're available.
Yeah, absolutely. So the small
Maybe
fairy
he
dragon.
pulls them aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and he's like, I can't remember his name. Sorry.
he does have a name. I don't have it directly to hand.
So Yama's just like, my lord, I hope to pull you aside for a small favor if you would humor me for a moment. I
Of
have
course, my
perhaps a
man. Grillo, as red as the setting sun. What can Salathrion Brightspire do for you?
Well, so Brightspire, I am hoping to beg of you, perhaps an audience with your queen, if I might accompany you back to your Steely Fae courts.
Oh, of course. My queen is in your debt for rescuing one of our knights. How could I say no to such a gracious request from the King of the Witchlight himself? Please do. Of course, we shall leave from here as the party ends. We start to head towards the summer. You are welcome to come with us. Won't your companions be?
No, they will not be joining us. I would beg of you a moment to say goodbye to them. What time did you plan on leaving? Perhaps I will meet you just before we adjourn.
Oh, of course. Yes, will you? Oh, as the sun rises, as the party typically as the party ends. So, a couple of hours from now, we shall be ready to depart. And if you would like to join us on that journey, we certainly can.
Well, perfect. I'm most grateful, Lord. I will meet you back here a couple of hours. Enjoy the party. Yama kind of like bows as he backs away, still icing his knuckles, and perhaps eyes to find his party members.
Karu and Diana are like sitting in the kitchen, I would say, like at maybe like a long bench table, just kind of nibbling on fruits quietly.
Awesome. Yama comes along, and I think maybe he takes a swig of his soda pop as he like sits down in front of you. I think he comes around and he gives you like a big hug. He gives Diana a big hug, like without first saying anything, and then he slides into the seat across from you both. Takes a big swig of his soda pop, and says, "I have so much unfinished business. I saw so much flash before my eyes as Diana. I know what a harrowing experience for you. I would not I would not wish to see that again or see it repeated. I am so loath to leave you all like this, but there's just too much that I have to do, and while adventuring with you is fun, I have seen so much that I have not before. I have to liberate my son from the clutches. I have to head home. I'll be leaving you here."
What?
Sorry, what?
I like to think Killian has
Nah.
like walked into the kitchen just as this has happened.
Yeah, Killian's anyway, wait, what?
I'll be departing at daybreak with the Sealy Fae from the Summer Court. I hope we can just spend these last few hours together. I absolutely hope that I will see you again in the future, but I cannot remain with your adventuring party and our ship.
Excuse me. That's not how this works. You don't just get to leave after all we've been through.
I don't know what to say. I feel like absolutely this is possibly the worst time for me to be leaving, but there is an opportunity. The Summer Court, they have strength, they have an army. I need them on my side. I just can't let this opportunity slip through my fingers. While adventuring with you is fun, I don't see it heading towards the outcome that I need, which is an army by my side to take on the Hobgoblin and the Navy.
We are an army. I'm an army. Karu's an army.
army of
Karu
four,
sometimes attacks
maybe.
us, but Karu's an army as well.
We almost died against that
Yeah.
interdimensional planar
Yeah.
alien.
I believe you.
I cannot die before.
Alien schmalien.
This is the quest of my life. This is something I owe to my son. There is no way that I could perish before this unfinished business.
Yeah, look, I understand that. But like, Karu, you gonna chime in here or?
Can we not come with you?
I can't see the captain leaving his ship. I know that he is cursed with this werebear
That's right.
curse, and I'm so sorry to leave before I have the chance to pray for the right spell to just end the curse. But the Fae leave at daybreak. I am going to take this opportunity. I'm sure we will see each other again in the future. Perhaps once my quest is complete, I can join you again.
I mean, yeah, but like,
But like,
not
Kari,
happy about it.
you've become like a son to me already. But you know best that I can't leave. I can't leave him there in the clutches of my brother. He's become somebody else. I
Yeah.
have to end it.
If you get to a point where you think you might need our help, would you at least call out for us? Like, while you go do this?
Yeah, absolutely. I would so love your help in this. I'll need it probably, definitely.
Okay.
But
well, maybe we do
I
that.
to collect these allies. Yeah. I'm sure Magic Man here, and he slaps Killian on the back, has a way to get in touch with me. If you needed me, or if you perhaps are ready to join my cause, or perhaps I can come find you when the time is right.
Still not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I saw too much of my my life flash before my eyes, and there was so much left undone.
Well, we can't stop you. So
Yeah,
guess
I mean, I probably could at this point, but in like an hour, definitely not. try,
Uh,
but I won't.
yeah, you know I wouldn't forgive you.
Forgive Schmiv.
I think it's at that moment that, well, as the party kind of winds down, perhaps Yama, there's time for you to kind of walk them to their ship back on the frozen lake, kind of in the frozen dock area, and say goodbye before daybreak. So it's in that kind of weird, eerie twilight morning. You know, we'll have a bit of a discussion offline, obviously, like what this means, and I'm sure Timmy will have some kind of poorly speech to try and convince you to stay, which we can reenact next week as well. So we'll do a bit of a jump back, you know, and see how you want to wrap that up. But before we close out for this week, I want to say, at the dock, at the ship, not standing on the ship itself, but kind of standing next to it on the dock, you see a figure, and as you get a little bit closer, you realize it's your old friend Sorn.
Ooh.
And what we, I guess, kind of skipping over, and we'll discuss this offline, of kind of, you know, the discussion with Lady Adula and any other kind of like rewards and stuff you got from her. I haven't forgotten about rewards. We'll get to them. But I want
Please tell me I can get my necklace back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, she recovers it from the simulacrum and is like, what the hell is this? You're like, oh, sorry, that's mine. Thank you. Like,
Thank you.
But I wanted to hit this beat. As you're all kind of saying goodbye, Sorn is kind of looking at you knowingly, Yama, like, you know, in his kind of current demigod, half god level state. He kind of maybe understands what you've been, you know, daydreaming of and what keeps you up at night. And he looks to you, Karu, and he kind of looks a little bit crestfallen as he sees you're wearing that necklace. The shard necklace.
Oh, I can't take it off.
Well, do you? Taking it off?
I guess I haven't, no.
There's probably a discussion with Lady Adula, I think, actually. She's like, I don't want that thing anymore. Like, that, too much heartache. Maybe it's not even discussed. And Paulie's just like, that's the thing we need. That's the key to the vault. Like, we're taking...
Yeah, right. Okay, well, I keep wearing it.
And as you're all standing there, it's very late at night. So late at night, it's perhaps early morning. And when Sorn looks at you, Karu, he looks a little sad. Not upset. Just kind of like that kind of inner sigh that Sorn would always do, you know, that's the one. And give me an insight check.
I'm terrible at those. Yep, I got a 4.
Insight. Where am I? Roll. 2. Still 7, but yeah, nothing.
Even just looking into Sorn's kind of deep black eyes of the Endless, you start to feel tired, sleepy. Hard to keep your eyes open, all of you. It's been a long day. You've been fighting, spellcasting, running for your lives, jumping around interdimensional spaces, eating oysters, drinking champagne, breaking glasses, doing magic, doing fake magic, and playing dress-ups. It's just been such a long day. And the last words you hear before, as you can't keep your eyes open any longer, as you're saying goodbye on the dock next to the ship, you hear a voice that those of you who have been to Fantasy Bunnings will recognize as Garfield the Deals Warlock. Your
Not
eyes
for you.
close just before you drift off. You hear him say, "Hey, Sorn, thanks for that favor. Easy done. I think our debt's complete." Karu, the last thing you feel is a necklace being slipped off your neck as you fall into a sleep. And we'll end the session there.
Mother heckers! We worked so hard for that.
Good news is, sleep is so good. You're all going to level up
Rest.
tomorrow and feel so good tomorrow.
Ooh.
My God, level up! It's been so long.
It feels weird to level up in what's essentially an obsolete class now, which is Blood Hunter.
Yeah.
True, is that going to be anything for you?
Yeah. Oh my God, so much happened.
Yeah. That was deep. That's hot. That was intense. We'll probably call it there for now and have a bit of a debrief offline. And we'll come back next week with fresh-faced, rosy, well-slept characters. And maybe one less, as one of them might have be waking up on a fairy dragon ride to the Feywild. Who knows?
Hey!
We'll leave it there, though. I know. I think Maddie was in chat saying hi. So if you're still there, Maddie, we love you. Thanks for popping in. But we'll catch you all later. Bye bye.
So-
Bye-bye!